We all worry about our health as we get into our 50s, but by having some routine health checks, you can spot any problems in the early stages when they're so much easier to treat. I'm Patrick, and I'm here today to highlight 5 tests that men should have in their 50s that could literally be a lifesaver. So let's go. We all want to stay healthy for the big moments in our life: retirement, family gatherings, or just a quiet afternoon in the garden. But there's one health check for men that often flies under the radar, even though it could literally save your life. It's called an abdominal aortic aneurysm, or AAA screening. So what is a AAA? Think of your aorta as your body's main water main. It's a large blood vessel that pumps blood from your heart down through your tummy to the rest of your body. Sometimes the wall of this vessel can weaken and bulge out. That's the aneurysm. So why is it so serious, and what's the risk? Well, here's the thing. These bulges usually don't have any symptoms at all. You won't feel it. But if the swelling gets too big, it can burst. And if it does, it can cause life-threatening internal bleeding. It's an emergency that you really do want to prevent before it ever happens. So here's the good news. Finding it is really easy. The screening is just a quick ultrasound of your stomach. It's completely painless, reliable, and it's usually over in just 15 minutes or less. And you get the results right there and then. Peace of mind. So who's the test for? Well, if you live in England and you're a man, you'll be invited for a screening in the year that you turn 65. Now, why just men? Well, this is because aneurysms are much more common in men than they are in women. And if you're over 65 and you've never been checked, don't worry. You can simply ask for a screening yourself. So what happens after the screening? Most results are totally clear. But if they do find a bulge, you're not alone. You'll get a letter explaining exactly what happens next, whether that's just keeping an eye on it or discussing treatment options, a treatment plan. It's really all about catching it early, which then makes it easier to manage. And seriously, it really is just 15 minutes of your time for complete peace of mind. So if you get that invite in the post, please don't bury it. Take it. Organize a test. Not just for you, but for the people who care about you. Now let's talk about something that affects millions of us, yet often goes unnoticed, and that's your blood pressure. Simply put, blood pressure is the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your arteries. While it's a standard part these days of any checkup, understanding what those numbers mean is vital for your long-term health. Now, you might actually feel it if your blood pressure is low. Common signs, they include things like nausea or feeling a little dizzy. But high blood pressure is different. Really does have some noticeable symptoms, which is why it's often called a silent issue. Over time, that hidden pressure can weaken your heart and damage your artery walls. And this, unfortunately, increases the risk of serious conditions like heart disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Again, the good news is that the test is incredibly simple. Whether you see your local pharmacist, a practice nurse, or your GP, they'll use an inflatable cuff around your upper arm. It gets a little tight for a moment, but it's quick and painless, and takes less than a minute. You can even buy a monitor to keep track of your levels comfortably at home if you need to. So again, why it matters. It's especially important as we get older. Statistics show that 66% of men and 71% of women aged 65 and over have blood pressure, high blood pressure. Many of them have no idea because, again, they feel perfectly fine. Regular checks are really the only way to know for sure. If your reading is a bit high, don't panic. Your doctor will simply check it a few more times and see if it's consistent. They might suggest a blood test for your kidneys or diabetes screen, just to be thorough. The path forward is usually very, very manageable and often starts with simple lifestyle changes. If those aren't enough, and if your pressure is quite high, there are still very effective medications available. Even for a low blood pressure, something as simple as increasing your water intake can make a huge difference. Your heart works so hard for you. Taking a minute to check your blood pressure is the best way to return that favor. The next topic isn't always the easiest topic for the dinner table, but it is so important, and it's bowel cancer screening. Bowel cancer is the fourth most common cancer here in the UK. The good news is, again, that it's highly treatable thanks to modern medicine. But the key is catching it early. And that's exactly what these screenings are designed to do. Now, it's important to remember that this test doesn't actually diagnose cancer. Instead, it looks for tiny, hidden problems before you have any symptoms. So, if you are between 60 and 74, you'll automatically receive a kit in the post every 2 years. The NHS are currently rolling this out to everybody over 50. So keep an eye on your mailbox. And if you're over 75, you won't get one automatically, but you can request one for free anytime via your GP or the NHS hotline. How does this one work? Well, the kit is called a FIT test, F-I-T, or facial immunochemical test. It's private, you do it at home, and it's really, really simple. You use the kit to collect a small stool sample, pop it in the secure packaging provided, and send it back free post to the lab. You usually get the results back within 2 weeks. It's a few minutes of your time, again, that could literally save your life. Now, what happens if the result isn't normal? Well, the test looks for tiny traces of blood, and if they find any, you'll be able to discuss further tests like a colonoscopy. Please don't panic if this happens. It sounds, colonoscopy, a medical word, sounds, oh God, what's that? Finding blood doesn't mean that you have cancer. It just means that they need to take a closer look to rule things out. Only a small percentage of people will need these follow-up tests, but they are a vital safety net. As with all these things, early detection makes all the difference. When the kit arrives, please don't put it in a drawer, forget about it, use it to keep the door open. Actually use it, send it back, and give yourself and your family that peace of mind. Most of us think of our health as how we feel, whether we're tired, in pain, or under the weather. But some of the most important markers of our health are completely invisible. So in this one, we're going to talk about cholesterol, where it is, why it matters, and how a simple test could save your life. So for those that don't know, cholesterol is a type of fat that's carried in our blood. Our bodies need some of it, good cholesterol, to function. But when levels get too high, it can build up in the arteries. So think of it like a blockage in a pipe over time. And this increases the risk of serious issues like heart attacks or strokes. And here's the catch again. High cholesterol doesn't have symptoms. You can't feel it. You can be fit, active, feel great, play sports every day while still having high levels. That's why testing is so vital. And it's the only way to truly know where you stand. The good news again, getting tested is quick and easy. You can visit your local GP, even the pharmacist. Normally takes a quick finger prick for a standard test or a standard blood sample. A small amount out of your day for a huge amount, peace of mind for you and your loved ones. If your results are high, don't panic. It's manageable. Often small changes to your diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and some regular exercise can bring those numbers down quite quickly. In some cases, your doctor might suggest a medication like statins to help protect your heart. The first step, though, is really just simply knowing. So if you haven't had a checkup for a while, make an appointment today. It's so simple and you get so much peace of mind out of it. Take care of your heart and it will take care of you. We all want to stay healthy as long as possible, but sometimes the biggest risks, as we've outlined, are the ones that we can't see. And that's why in the UK we have an NHS health check. It's free, a free checkup designed to spot early signs of these things like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, kidney disease, often before they even start to cause you any symptoms. So what actually happens with that? Well, it's simple. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and a health professional will ask a few questions about your family history, lifestyle. They'll check your height, weight, blood pressure, and also you'll probably have a quick blood test with just a small finger prick to check your cholesterol and your blood sugar levels. If you're over 65, they'll also chat with you about the signs of dementia to look out for. The best part? You get personalized advice on how to lower your risks and stay healthy. If you're aged between 40 to 74 and don't have a pre-existing condition, you're eligible for a check every 5 years. Most people are invited automatically by their GP or local council. If you haven't had an invite in the last 5 years, don't wait. Give your GP surgery a call and ask for an appointment. It's a small amount of time that can make a massive difference to your future. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Really appreciate your support. If you could please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, that would be fantastic. I also appreciate all of my subscribers. So if you're not on board yet, please hit subscribe. You won't miss out on my future content. We cover most things for people that are over 55, how to thrive over 55. Take care of yourself. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. Have a great one.